I'm pragmatic for Sierra Leone, they active. Always make it a priority to join him live on we. Every Wednesday 9 p.m. salon time. As he tell we plans for APC and Sierra Leone as unity. He say no more division again. We go build the peace and reign. He go work for, not for gain. Together we go break the chain. He understand the people cry. He no go ever turn we dry. For APC and for Salon, he ready for sit on that throne. He's the unifier. Either we go raise, we higher. Working for the people, tireless. Transform the land, make we feel less. Hold up, talk about the unifier. He go heal the nation fire. Realist and pragmatic for Sierra Leone, they active. Always make it a priority to join him live on we. Every Wednesday 9 p.m. salon time. As he tell we plans for APC and Sierra Leone as you. We tire for bad image. Time for a brand new page. Now you only be go engage. Together we go build this stage. He stand for truth and love with guidance from above. Defending people strong. Together we belong. Dr. Richard Combs, the unifier. God ordained today we hire. For APC and for Salon. Now you we trust for bring we home. Sierra Leone unite. The unifier in town, come night. Yeah, Sierra Leone rise up. This one for the people, them. Dr. Richard Combs, the unifier. We go move together as one. Oh, it's a leadership, not sacrifice. Ordained by God, not by pride. You feel the people, them pain inside. They walk with heart, not height. From Freetown to Kono side. From eternity, but we go unite. Be ready for defend we right and bring we future bright. He's the unifier. Either we go raise, we higher. Working for the people, tireless. Transform the land, make we feel us. Oh, Dr. Communiqué, the unifier. He go heal the nation fire. Realist and pragmatic for Sierra Leone, they active. Always make it a priority to join him live on we. Every Wednesday 9 p.m. salon time. As he tell we plans for APC and Sierra Leone as unity. We go build the peace and reign. He go work for, not for gain. Together we go break the chain. He understand the people cry. He no go ever turn we dry. For APC and for Salon, he ready for sit on that throne. He's the unifier. Either we go raise, we higher. Working for the people, tireless. Transform the land, make we feel less. Hold up, talk about the unifier. He go heal the nation fire. Realist and pragmatic for Sierra Leone, they active. Always make it a priority to join him live on we. Every Wednesday 9 p.m. salon time. As he tell we plans for APC and Sierra Leone as you. We tire for bad image. Time for a brand new page. Now you only be go engage. Together we go build this stage. He stand for truth and love with guidance from above. Defending people strong. Together we belong. Dr. Richard Combs, the unifier. God ordained today we Now for the people them. Dr. Richard Come, the unifier. We go move together as one. Oh.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning. It depends on the parts of the world where you day. Well, of course, we always tell them, I say this now we are the way they bring you the good, the bad, and the bubble are ugly where they happen at the country. Well, as well, they tell them, I say, since we then Saki Bokiat, Ayampi, Tifi, Jang, Kori, Korea take over. You find out, say, na the Yuki, and Dabaru don't pass mark na the country. That make we say we know the sidom with the full foot tie belts, not to oja like waiting Johnny Maddock been tell we say make you as a man tie you oja. I don't know say pula kriode well na put on kriode and that thing that they be lanam. Since we then come na so joblo jabla na in the happen na the country. Well, we see now how the country they go. But we say they behind them for expose them from the bad things them way we did. Well, not to win no more. We as well they join other people where they can help we for expose them people there and bring more bad things to them where they do because we not see nothing good way for talk about because in a sense you say you find out say the bad don't overcome the good na the scale it could be difficult for you for talk about the good even it is little but it will be difficult for talk. But remember, say today not to Bible SMP in talk now the unifier where we can tell when I say we own lecturer as they come, prepare your pen, prepare your book because they come on here where they able to take something home for even go give you picking them or you neighbor them education based on the things that we always can present. All that one they deal with we waiting you for do as the notification they meet you now, or if you don't meet you know the time where they come go on YouTube, take the link, fling them to your other family member because it's very important for making yourself get these kind of lectures we always really get now this university. After that one they sit down and waiting there inside the basket for make yourself take home to a family member. Me now I the warrior with the sharpest cutlass from the north.
All right, of course, me not send if we don't fight family member them. By the way, I beg, you have take pen. All along where you introduce them people here, they call them I can say Sakibokiat and Yampi.
Sakibokiat Ayampi.
You get to the other. So now you get for add more.
Tifi, Jan,
Hold on. You get for add more. Now you get for add.
Akataolu.
Now the same word and them they know. The same thing they know you go add more word them. Bible add killer, add human rights abusers, and then you add careless, dirty mortal man them and arrogant people them.
Hey God.
I'll tell you why that they come inside.
Tell me something.
The arrogant people them. They're too rude. They're arrogant. And then na television, na radio, they're rude. You know say my where you misbehave back. Grab left program go. Make rudeness if they not withdraw word to dirty my bear. They go sell many people like withdraw.
Can you imagine?
He grab outside people and they watch them and disrespect the people of the country. Waka, come on, ado. Yes?
Can you imagine?
Yes. If not me, they ever mass in foot that waiting there again. But
well, it's not about
director, no go. Director this, director. It and say the cack now. I say the cack in feather so. You only in book the cack so no. If you know which room they go, una never for controller. Our liquid long hand param, but yeah. It's too sad for me. Who's asked, I'll be just there. I'll be just the smile for courage. Then are the arrogant part of them. Then I'll go to the other one. I say, like add killer. Of course, you all know now what they mean, what you mean. Yeah. And then I say add dirty careless motorman. Careless and dirty motorman then. See with status, independent anniversary of that nature. Then get beautiful Kaila office, but we status of all it dirty like now so the glass them bow. In fact, now that you not care about in life. You don't care about the country. You just care about what it can make and go sit on suffer. Look the pipe, the toilet pipe. The toilet pipe over Madabe the whole national program of that nature. So the status dirty so rubbish. So you see now, please, I beg Bible, I beg you where you add. Now add careless and dirty motamande.
So the names they don't increase.
Yes, careless, dirty motamande. Okay, before you continue, careless, dirty, arrogant, and killer them. Please, yeah.
No problem.
I just want to let you know what say that they very much important for Kaisai. I beg family members, we not waste time. We'll go straight. Today, as I tell you go straight. I don't know if the lights don't go now, camera go off. Today we lecture this they Pongna village. Inside village. Inside village. You today na Moyamba by God in Empire. Inside Moyamba for can talk to you. But let's watch if the camera on a light go. Hold on, yeah. Lecturer Kushesa. Sometimes network the first time. But they come to and back. So Bible, please for the good God in heaven. I don't know what you think, but please for the good God in heaven. And for begin at that day on top day, please.
From tomorrow, they come inside.
Big there.
They come inside.
Big. I see that one woman we been saying he not even able to take care of himself. We months don't car. As himself sit down by the same dirty then a phone. I don't know that and they say, but you know what that woman they talk.
Well,
I don't know. You know that.
I know what time it is.
Bible, I hope you understand that. So, one man will say we months enable for take care of himself. Himself sit down by the same kind dirty. He only phone he cack.
That's all gates.
Yeah. I beg ya. Let's go now. I'm back quick. I beg look out lecturer inside family members. Family members you see as you see no one now the picture all different. Today lecture they boom. Nah. Moyamba. They boom na Moyamba. Also we they can discuss different things then.
John,
well, you know, lecturer, give me sir.
Good evening.
How they go?
How do you do? No matter. Then a village when I will be a meeting.
Yes, okay. Yeah, we did
but
no matter how you
it's just that I respect my audience so much that I have to appear because somebody would have taken time off to watch this program. So if I not show up, it means that it's respect for the person.
Okay.
I just reach now Moyamba. In fact, I'm able to set up nothing on the phone. I end up for use just so that I'll be able get on this program. So people that go manage at least when they get my voice and they say that they will suffice. So I just want to apologize to the audience in advance for saying today I'm not going to see me in office. But we'll try as much as possible to respond to any questions we can be clear in the best community. Today, I'll make lead. Now, ask me any questions.
Okay.
You can ask me any questions, that we will respond to those questions.
All right, no problem. Thank you, sir. Family member, them lecturers, the lecturers say, you as students, you get right to ask us. So stand by at some points when they go to our another tea with the discussion, you ask them the question you want to ask them today. Now, any question. All right. So, by the way, we lecture at the tour right now. You don't go Koidu, you don't go inside Kailan district, and you don't from Koindu, you don't go to Kenema, from Kenema, Bo Zimi inside Pujan district, and now it is inside Moyamba. First of all, before we start anything, let's start with this one. The worker. Waiting about the worker and how is so far done the go on.
So, I think the tour done the go very, very well. They come on this tour for 30 days with the potential delegates all over the country, and in every district where they go at least one location, and we say all the key stakeholders of the meet, and then we get an exchange of ideas and move to the next location. The visit to Kwendu it will also coincide with some inter-area competition where various communities when they compete against each other, and one of the houses where they get the designator as Red House, and it is just know now, Red House now always APC house. So part of the reason why I begin going to for show solidarity with the Red House. In Bo also one of the supporters where one of the a pastor, but now a politician, and also he don't deal with me since 2018, 2019. He dey married. So because he dey married, I dey decide for travel from Freetown and come take part and honor am. I married. So we been do that dinner both in addition to the activities. In Zimi, today somebody go ask why you go Pujaho district but you not go na Pujaho town. Well, I'm not going to Pujaho town because in Zimi we been
Alright, so stay with me. That's what I get for the talent today. You really get what happened this week today. So no worry, that now I'll just take and say now a part of the game. A part of today's own show. So we go for the go with an now already. Yeah. Until we able to get what we want at the end of the day. You go for the go and come because of the internet, the south side still also right now. But don't worry about that at all. You do it with. So by the way, see the long work with the lecturer they do.
Well, I think the lecturer just dey try for stretch for pass the lectures them all over. We mean say very important for Sierra Leoneans them. The way how the thing goes through right now, my brother, the message for pass in any angle, anywhere where you able to do for pass the message to Sierra Leoneans them, especially the message where people need for prepare themselves for make we able reach Usai. Me and you don't lay with life for reach through. For make the country at least, if not 100%, for make it there when me you say so tell 110 we can lost for Sidona. Because of a system like this, make like every day we there. If not good things them for the talk, me brother. Not every day they care because if good thing they happen today, tomorrow, next tomorrow, we can't talk today, wait till they can do tomorrow. We must rest. But Usai. Na bamba medicine. So we hope that way.
Alright, so back to you, lecturer.
yeah. Somebody will ask. First of all, sorry, because I did use my phone, calls can be coming. Whenever comes a call, I reject a call, and for whatever weird reason, it will disconnect. I don't know why that may happen, so I'm really sorry about that. Yeah. Somebody will ask why I go to Zimi and not to Pujaho. I decided to go to Zimi because one of the young APC Bobodem, where they work for the IEMC, something Magona, he be involved in a road accident with the daughter of Uchalibi for constituency 101, Pujaho district. The Bobo not survived. He died. Luckily, well, what can I say? Luckily, I be happened to be called upon for assist, for save the boy life, na emergency in Freetown, but he not survived. So me, Honorable Kari Davis, and Celia Tunis, we been there for help, for facilitate, for better take the body Zimi for burial, and we will also support them for the 40th day we will not be able to attend. So since I've been there in the area and I've been come into the district, find out it will find like a good day and pay me respect to the family. Let us see he left a young wife were even pregnant. Then he left a 2-year-old
Yeah, boy.
daughter, Mariama. It's really, really pathetic. The girl is heavily pregnant. Then the kid is so sweet, nice daughter. I just a wonder what in the future will look like for that kid. But I don't make an undertaking to the family. But say any kid we get for do with that kid in education, if they get any challenges going forward, let them make a know, and then we go see what we able to do for help. Let the kid not be a dropout just because he lost in papa at a very early age. So from time to time, as God bless you, we will continue for support this woman and you are left when it will be a second to when you born this now
Yeah, boy.
because we believe she inside the APC winner family. Even though I not study this Bobo way die, I not study her from Adam, but I know say he died in active service. I think that we dey work for the IEMC and at the boxes outside the lower level lectures at the boxes in the try for convey to push on himself wey involved in this fatal accidents around Maka area. And in fact, the girl again will survive. The lady been beat. I see him yesterday and I see him back today. And clearly, and I will challenge you in Peking. And also, the challenge here and a man that have visited me yesterday. Today, the Peking insect camp and that they get the opportunity for engage them in the discussion and with the hope and pray. Say the situation will continue for improve. The damage in foot is still the link, but with the hope and pray say this will it will feel better and the hope and
Amen.
pray say God will rescue them. And we as APCMs, we will be there for them, we will be there for the family, we will continue to console the family. I've been so moved because one SLPP big gun where he did it as head of the family. He said only APC now go do this kind of thing for make an ordinary member, not to executive member, not to big person. This kind of thing happen with them. If somebody see reason why for can identify with the family. He said only in APC and this thing will happen. He said so in because of that, thing will begin consider favorably or join the APC. And I believe say it will share the sentiments and the views of other members of the family. So we will continue for assist inside we able to assist. We will continue for show empathy inside we need for show empathy and we continue for show solidarity and for sure say we in the APC we all are one. We forbid each other's keeper and we go forbid that for each other. So apart from just doing politics, I also do humanitarian engagement, I also strengthen relationships and I also prepare the party for the future. I also be involved in peace building and bridge building because any side where I be dey go, where I meet states or have up amongst day amongst different parties, one of the first for power is not easy. So have up colleagues them dey. So from location to location, let me say any night they will sleep before 2 a.m. because we spend the whole night to try to settle differences between and amongst different people. But I'm glad that by and large we are successful, and by and large we deal with differences, and by and large as APCMs we will continue to forge ahead as one entity because now only a united APC will guarantee victory in the next elections.
All right. I think that in a good and sad thing. Nah, we don't hear it so. But anyway, thank you. And we just want for us to say us to the family member of the young man we lost in life. Okay, so as we dey go along with the discussion, because we're not going for all the long one today. First of all, before we, bring the latest we get to do with the APC, the press statement we then pull this BNT. I want to we quickly, reflect we mind about the meeting of the International Moral Guarantors that will lead we to the APC, they return one back to governance. And another thing we will start with proper one. The last year we don't talk about this security bill, where the government is there for push. Finally, it don't making way. So as it don't making way, you don't already analyze them, but I want to read to you the Lawyer Society the statement with them pull with regards this way we see at the screen so now. They say Lawyer Society Sierra Leone calls for adherence to good governance, rule of law, and national cohesion in the enactment of a new national security and central intelligence law. The Lawyer Society Sierra Leone expresses deep concern regarding the recent vote by Parliament to pass a new national security and central intelligence bill into law without the participation of opposition members. This development raises serious questions about the nation's collective commitment to inclusive governance and undermines the spirit of the National Unity Agreement, which its moral guarantors recently reaffirmed. At a time when Sierra Leone requires a strengthening unity and cooperation across political lines, the exclusion of key stakeholders from critical legislative processes risk eroding public confidence in democratic institutions. Good governance demands that transparency, inclusivity, and respect for established democratic norms must guide all law-making processes. The society is further troubled by the establishment of the State Protection Service under a legal framework that includes provisions for immunity against criminal prosecution. Such provisions, in our considered view, are inconsistent with the Constitution of Sierra Leone and pose a direct challenge to the foundational principle that all persons and institutions are subject to the law. And then continue for say, while we recognize and support the need for effective security arrangements to protect the presidency, vice president, and other critical national offices, we caution against the unchecked proliferation of security entities, particularly where such bodies may operate with limited accountability. A democratic society governed by the rule of law must ensure that no institution is placed above legal scrutiny. In light of these concerns, the Lawyer Society Sierra Leone respectfully call on His Excellency the President to withhold assent to the acts pending comprehensive bipartisan deliberation and a more inclusive parliamentary process. Such a course of action would reaffirm the government's commitment to constitutionalism, accountability, and national cohesion. The Lawyers Society Sierra Leone remains steadfast in its dedication to promoting justice, upholding the rule of law, and advancing the best interest of all citizens. Date today, 29th day of April 2026. Doc, this now what the Lawyer Society they say with regards to way we don't analyze now so the last time. You take.
Thank you very much, Senator Pierre, and thank you very much for where you present and read out this statement. And this statement, it clearly resonates well with Leon analysis and the deductions where they make when it still be a bill with the day before Parliament. And clearly, apart from the fact say na Christmas bundle arrangement and data, where they just increase costs on the economy recklessly, are very worried about the implications for such a bill, such a law. for we own personal security and for democracy and rule of law in Sierra Leone. Forget an entity like a state protection service where not subject to law, where they above the law inside the country. Even the president, with all his executive powers and the immunity where he gets in the exercise of his duty, is not totally immune from prosecution after he left office. But these people, they literally give themselves total immunity. And what's bad like that, any side where they can set up their state protection services there, na side where they get dictatorship. We any better than the Gambia, we any better than other countries around the world. They get their special service here with the sole aim for go after the enemies, for go after the opposition. That is sole aim of these entities. And in all the countries there, we said they establish this type of structure now for the type of people there where they need for perpetuate themselves in power endlessly. And they want to use state institutions to achieve that goal. In Sudan, for example, there is similar entity like this where they set up, now they in power today. They grab, they overthrow the government, kick out the president, they kick out the other state security services, and they use the fact say that they get better firepower because they be concentrate all the arms and ammunition in their hand. They take advantage of that. They overrun the military. They overrun the other state apparatuses, and then entrench themselves in power. It is very, very bad. It tend to present a very ugly picture for the future as a country, and that they join the lawyer society for urge President Bio not for give an assent to that law. If, however, he choose for do then it will just be a repeat of what SLPP did do in 1965 with the seditious libel laws, where they be set up primarily for go after the opposition then. 2 years after that, they lost the election, and when APC began implement the laws, we then set up and cry foul. Exactly 2 years before we next elections, they are doing the same, and they will lose the next elections, and only God knows what will happen in this country. Maybe the intention of for make they use this state protection service for wreak violence against the opposition, and they feel say maybe they will use that for entrench themselves in power. Me don't talk last week and they repeat am today. If they feel say that they come against the opposition with the barrel of the gun, I want for make them know say we APC will they go against them with the people. The people of Sierra Leone are going to resist them. The people of Sierra Leone are going to challenge them. And the people of Sierra Leone will not allow them for thwart with democracy and get away with them. And I want to make them know say no amount of immunity from prosecution will they grant themselves under this law to protect them. The Constitution of Sierra Leone still reign supreme, and the Constitution of Sierra Leone grants every citizen some fundamental rights. So if you feel say because you be in power, you will use that for go against the rights of others, you are making a terrible mistake. It will not happen in Sierra Leone. We go resist them with every fiber of energy we will get inside we for resistance. Because it is not good for Sierra Leone, it is spelled doom for Sierra Leone, it is spelled doom for with democracy, it is spelled doom for with peace and security. 2 weeks ago, I tell you, I say, waiting they concern me more about moves like this. Now the fact say this government does specialize in just recruiting people loyal to themselves, that the security forces. They don't hijack, we don't get a total state capture, and we don't get a situation where very terrible. It might surprise you, somewhere here and Bible for no say, in the history of Sierra Leone, it has always been the practice that if the IG they come from the northwest, the DIG they come from the southeast. In the executive management board, we currently get 24 members. It has always been the practice in the past that 12 members from the southeast and 12 members from the northwest are going to be inside the executive management board of the Sierra Leone Police. It is my understanding, that I stand to be corrected, that at present, out of the 24 members of the executive management board of the Sierra Leone Police, now only one person, neither a northwesterner, only one. And even that one day, when I northwesterner, they don't so harass them. That's right now, they on study leave, let me say hello. So the 23 when they inside Sierra Leone, now all from the southeast. That is my understanding, and I stand to be corrected. That is not the type of Sierra Leone where we study, where we grow up in. APC don't appoint Southeasterners as Inspector General of Police. And we always they ensure say there is a balance. We always they ensure say there is a balance, and for ensure say we get fair representation from all sectors.
All right, so you still watch the program.
So that we go ensure. Sorry.
We are on YouTube and on Facebook. And of course, we there as well for discuss, a lot of issues them. And Dr. Richard Conte just to talk about the issue of the security bill we don't, the law we don't pass now, and waiting the intent for do. And they talk about the composition of the police right now, and for say, all of the people already did from one side of the country, and the only one will be the winner other side of the country come out. They don't pressure and deny they on study leave. All right, now go over back to make it continue with waiting AB the stages now.
Yeah, sorry, some noise been there.
Normal as long as the political gathering, normal.
So I don't make keep quiet small and let them go far away. So this is the situation. And I think last week again a report now say this government don't also recruit soldier man there. They currently they undergo training. And that team except for the non recruit is predominantly Southeastern. This same government today the first place itself recruit women there, 300 women there for join the military. They are predominantly sympathizers of the SLPP. This is not how you run government. And I say, they suspect, say that they do all of this because the intention now for make when it comes to elections, for make they weaponize these security apparatuses against the opposition. But I want to make them know say it not get for work inside Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone has a history of resisting tyranny. Sierra Leone has a history of resisting tyranny. We resisted tyranny as a people in 1996, and we shall resist tyranny again in 2028. God be our helper. The people of Sierra Leone shall resist. Una buy all kind ammunition and arm una set. Una set up all kind institutions as una want for set them up. I make una know say una not get for succeed for entrenched tyranny and dictatorship na Sierra Leone. The people of Sierra Leone are going to resist it. And they raise all of these issues and bring them to the fore so that Sierra Leoneans will be aware. Make you not be surprised at some of these things when they happen. If other person talk and me and they talk, then you will never not mean well for this country. In fact, the same way where there been a talk before 2023, now the same way they don't begin talk back in the run of the 2028. But I get good news for them. In 2028, APC will have a strong leadership. A leadership will go resist them. A leadership will go mobilize the people of this country for resist them. And a leadership will go ensure say all the strategies will they be employed in 2023 for rig the elections, for deprive Sierra Leoneans their right for elect their leaders, and for go ahead and manipulate things and just think of any number and announce and say these are the result. And then they send troops out on the streets for go about and kill people like what they do now the two people that kill our party office. I make them know say it not going to happen under the leadership of Richard Consent. The people of Sierra Leone are going to resist. And I will tell una say, una set up any kind of security apparatuses. 2028, APC go campaign all over this country. APC go deploy agents all over this country. APC will ensure say with people that register all over this country. APC will ensure say with people that vote all over this country. The same way in 1996, under the sound of the gun, Sierra Leoneans voted for democracy. And the same way in 2028, Sierra Leoneans, no matter what the threats will be, will vote for democracy for the entrenched of this country. And when the people their votes will count. And under my leadership, we will ensure say before midnight on the date of the elections, which will be the second Saturday of November, before midnight on that date, the APC will now complete the collation of results and we will make the results public. And when those results they show say we don't win, we go day out on the streets celebrating while we dey wait for the ECSL to confirm those figures. So if they get sense, ECSL, let them just do the right thing. Then get a solemn responsibility for do the right thing. Because the job when they give them now for serve all Sierra Leoneans, not so for serve a particular political party. The management functional review what they're supposed to do and the restructuring what they're supposed to do will also be reflected in the composition and the non-partisan composition of the Electoral Commission. That make we insist on adherence to recommendation 36 of the tripartite committee recommendations. And we hope they will oblige the program. We also hope they will follow the recommendation we call for the two large parties in parliament for co-chair the PPLC. Because now they will discuss plenty issues which therefore relate with the operations of elections and the electionary process. I will also say recommendation 20, where they call for the setting up of the parliamentary subcommittee on elections will be speedily put in place for ensure they provide the required oversight as provided for in the law, in section 44 or wherever of the Constitution where they stated the oversight responsibility of Parliament. We believe say that the is necessary and we believe that it will happen. And we also hope say all the points where we don't agree upon and where they don't sign in the terms and recommendations and as contained in the agreement we will reach during the recent visit of the moral guarantors. We hope say that all will be adhered to for ensure that they handle the results them correctly, then move them appropriately, then do the tallying at the district, regional, and national levels, and at every level there must be a certification process. The APC will not allow the ECSL this time for deviate from waiting prescribed by law as the process for follow. We believe say if the right thing happen, APC will win, and the right thing must happen, and the will of the people must prevail. Thank you.
All right, Doctor, this now very important issue they discuss the way we see affect Sierra Leoneans them 2023 election. 2023 election, we see the way and manner how talks them, harass voters them, including Unayon party members them. And that time them people are not be add more talks them yet, now then your side, like wait till they talk, so whether they take people where they feel say then they favor them for go train them where means say tomorrow, they will give their arms and ammunition for send them now the field or the polling stations them. How una as a party go able manage this? A term where they not been boku inside the force, like how they can boku this now. They be harass una members them, they harass the voters them. Compared to now, where they can add more numbers, we get for all arms and ammunition come 2028, how una as a party get for manage this kind of situation?
I don't tell you, say, people's power will prevail over the power of the barrel of the gun. If you been there, Sierra Leone, in May 2000, you will see how people's power succeed for go against Fodesako and arrest them with bare hands. Fodesako was fully armed. When they shoot, they killed 20 people on that day. But Fodesako was arrested, and the rest is history. We know in 1996, where the MPRC came with the Peace Before Elections movement and try for stop.
All right, family members, them continue for the week. We will still deal with Dr. Richard Conte, the Unifier Hour, where he always come and tell me plenty things them where they happen at the country and things them where he intend for do if he succeed for be the flag bearer under the APC political party. Still with we share the program and like the program. This now we are to bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly like always.
Alright, so why should we wait for him? Let's just crack on a side quick one. You know, I'll crack on a side. Okay.
Yeah. I sorry, now call coming again because my phone that they use while they have station. We see how it happened in 1996 when the MPs the car with the peace before elections agenda. How they been shoot for scare people away from the polling centers, but the people of Sierra Leone still resisted and voted So Sierra Leone has a history of resisting tyranny, and Sierra Leoneans will resist tyranny again in 2028. The will of the people therefore reign supreme. The people of Sierra Leone will mark the scripts of the SLPP. And when they mark the script, they will go there. And if they perform abysmally, they will be issued NR, never return, to the governors of Sierra Leone. And they know that. And the people will reign supreme. God be our help.
Again, Doctor, I will ask you this question on the same problem of the same thing where they go on so. Now, you as doctor, you they go for the flag bearer position at the APC. When you succeed with this system where then people are set up so we it clear for say not to a good system. How you go manage for change the system where they know they put you in that position where go tell like say you the witch hunt them because them na SLPP. How you go manage for change this whole system, both police and the military when a soldier?
So I think I don't make myself clear repeatedly. So under a Richard Conte presidency, there's no witch hunting. Every Sierra Leonean, regardless of your political persuasion, regardless of your tribe, regardless of your region of origin, every Sierra Leonean will be offered an equal and unfettered opportunity for actualize its fullest potentials. I be don tell una say some of the laws, not all, some of the laws wey clearly obnoxious and they undermine the peace and security of Sierra Leone wey no dey in the best interest of Sierra Leone. We go repeal them in the best interest of Sierra Leone. But like I be say, in 1965 they introduced seditious libel laws. They use them against the opposition, but it not stop them for lost the elections 2 years later. This time they don't introduce the cybersecurity law. They don't introduce the now this obnoxious national security and intelligence law. And they don't pass several other laws, all geared against the opposition. All of them put together will not stop the opposition from coming to power in 2028. But when we come to power in 2028, there will be no witch hunting. The rule of law will reign supreme. The rule of law will reign supreme. That is all I will therefore say. But there will be no witch hunting and nobody not get anything for worry. But of course, if you responsible for killing Sierra Leoneans senselessly, if you're responsible for killing, for engaging in atrocious crimes, and the law not done investigate it and conclude those matters within the limits of the law, I say those issues will be investigated, and wherever the evidence leads, we shall go. But it is not all merely one for concepts, not to this meant responsible for the killings na Pademba, and one for belief say not to the responsible for the killings at party office, and one for belief not to the responsible for the killings na Bo and other places, not to the Lua, not to the responsible for the killings na Makini, not to them. But the one they were responsible for those killings, when they walk about free, whilst other families, then they languish, then they mourn, they forget justice in the course of law. within the framework of the laws. The rule of law for operates but serve as a deterrent so that nobody now will continue for do harm in future to another Sierra Leonean and get away with that.
All right, Doctor, APC we don't boycott Parliament for so many reasons we they outline to the nation. We don't go, we don't come. Now we understand say APC for return back na Parliament. Waiting that you take as somebody we want for took the responsibility of APC and the people of Pama Salon for APC then turn one na Parliament. Waiting that you take.
Well, I support her fully. Me,
Okay, still
right. Continue for the week. We still deal with the unifier, Dr. Richard Conte. Therefore, tell me about the young political party, intention for people of Mama Salon, and other things them he wants to make the happen at the gone. So continue for the week. We share the program, like, and this now we had we bring you the good, the bad, and the ugly. You know, plenty things them they happen. We still talk about treating they happen at the country. Of course, now plenty things them we don't talk now. Then people are they bring more soldiers there, more police there, more people away there for all gone for meet up the election 2028. Well, for we were not a politician, work here identity there, we're afraid because we see what TV don't happen 2023. A lot of things them happen. Where it not be hard. Well, some of them talks they are not been wear uniform self, them be there in civil, where then things have be happen. Now, most of the soldier team about them, the pump team about them, the baba we priest hadn't been tell we say in alone they pay 30 talks them 1 million. And the baba them over the area and some could take this that and they pull them, pay all that baba them, pull some man office. Most of them babas are with this gun where in the streets, you know, they can go wear uniform. They can go all rifle them. And members say, as we talk right now, most of the military man them way them people there think say they're not a part of them, they don't disarm them long term. The few one them way all rifle now the country, now the young just them, plus the one the way they feel say they're loyal to them. Exactly now they all rifle right now in the country. So we want to talk politicians, they see them things there. We're afraid for people, and we also afraid for the opposition. But as you hear from doctor, they said they're not getting nothing for Fred, then they stand against all them things there. Well, we all foresee, say, God will make them able for protect themselves, protect the voters them. When we concern of more and more for make we not go see things them like similar to 2028. To 2023. This now we're concerned.
All right, family member, then why should we wait for Dr. Richard Conte for come inside quickly for let we continue with the rest of the discussion, and then we take calls then from you. Stand by because after this part of the discussion, we actually they go over to now for let we see, you know, how we can able for take, you know, on a young calls then inside the program. So quick one, like I say, we go and watch. You know, within APC, then say, no, watch within APC, then say, quick one. Yeah, this now within APC, then say. They say APC elected officials return to Parliament and local council in line with international moral guarantors communique. The All People's Congress APC wishes to inform its members, supporters, and the general public that following the conclusion and agreed outcome contained in the communiqué issued by the International Moral Guarantor after their joint assessment mission in Sierra Leone, the opposition has taken the decision to return to Parliament and all local councils. This decision is made in good faith and in honor of the commitments outlined in the communiqué, particularly the provision calling on the APC and its elected representative to end the boycott and fully engage in governance processes at all levels. APC members of Parliament will resume participation at the next sitting of Parliament, while all APC representatives in local council are to return to their duties with immediate effect. Accordingly, we call on the government of Sierra Leone to demonstrate equal commitment by urgently laying the Agreement for National Unity and the Tripartite Committee reports before Parliament to ensure transparency, legitimacy, and the national ownership of their implementation, facilitating the immediate establishment of the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Electoral Matters as agreed to review the electoral circles, strengthening electoral preparedness, and guide necessary reform ahead of the 2028 elections without prejudice to Section 32(11) of the Constitution. The communique is explicit that these actions are not optional but form part of a structured roadmap towards restoring trust, strengthening democratic institutions, and ensuring inclusive governance. The APC remain committed to constructive engagement, accountability, and reforms that will guarantee credible elections and national stability. However, cooperation must be reciprocal. The sustainability of this process depends on timely and genuine implementation of all agreed measures. We are therefore urge all stakeholders, including governments, parliaments, and oversight institutions, to act with urgency and sincerity in fulfilling their obligations. The APC will continue to act in the interest of peace, democracy, and the people of Sierra Leone. Signed by Lansana Doumbouya Square National Secretary General APC Party. So family members then, this na the statement from APC. We just sit there for put them up quickly since Dr. AB gets small each. We don't come back and we go allow Ale continue for making statements as CBD do and react to this one.
Yeah, I say me have been part of the team where do the negotiations on behalf of the APC, and I stand fully in support of the party in position for Boba.
Okay.
But I want to make it be clear that the idea about the protest not they off the table. It is still on the table. If this government refuse for fully implement the Agreement for National Unity and the Tripartite Committee recommendations, consistent with the existing documents and even the negotiations we do recently, if they refuse, the APC still reserve the right to take any line of action where we deem necessary, including the option for demonstrate on the streets of Freetown and all over the country against those actions of the government. So that option is not off the table. APC, we just want to use peaceful means to achieve the goals. We want to still be able for day in our parliament, day in governance, serving our people, whilst we still achieve the goals and with commitment to entrenching democracy and good governance at Sierra Leone. That commitment has not changed. The option for demonstrate, for protest, is still on the table. It is not off the table. And all other legal options, all other legal remedies available to a party are still on the table. And this time, when we get for invoke any of those measures, we not get for the long notice, but we go do them within the confines of the law, and we go do them as the laws permit we for do them in defense of the democratic and fundamental rights as provided for in the Constitution. So I'm happy that we don't go back. Clearly from the pronouncements, clearly from the actions, like what happens when our parliament, we don't begin to see indications that they're not ready for fully implement those agreements. The party don't make the necessary representations. Day before yesterday, we've been there with the Commonwealth, Secretary General of the Sierra Leone. We don't make the position very clear. Yesterday, the party been there with the EU. We don't make ourselves very clear. We don't issue a statement for make ourselves very clear. We don't return to governance. For sure say we party don't fully implement your side of the bargain.
All right, family members. Then
I'm really sorry.
Okay,
Now the
don't-
calls the way they come in.
it's
I'm
all
really
right.
sorry. The ball is now in the courts of the government for ensure say the right thing happen. So the choice is theirs. And we make every effort to inform the public. Today we see how the director of communications, what did they tell them they have through them, they have the one. Why they have the one and the one they study? This guy one max number for do. Just do the right thing. And it shall be well with everybody. And if they feel say then go threaten or then go use state capture, they will use weaponization of state institutions against the party, they don't make a terrible mistake. It will not work this time. The APC is red and ready for go all the way in defense of democracy and good governance in Sierra Leone. And we ask government as the partners, SLPP as the partners, for ensure that they do their own parts, they fulfill their own part of the bargain in the best interest of Sierra Leone.
Okay, continue for the with me inside the program, and of course, this now Dr. Richard Conte, and of course, today we not go more than this point. We want for just take few calls them from you, just few calls them from you, and then we allow them for go do a meeting. The member say, and it is 2 o'clock. So he said, just no, 2 o'clock. This you don't normally talk about different things then. So if that be the case, it's about time for we come over to you for you call and add your voice inside the program. Tell me what you think about the different things then. By the way, please stand by for take the calls then, please. As we go along. Yeah, the line don't open now. The line in the screen. You can call and add your voice inside the program. What do you think? Waiting you actually think about waiting we don't discuss inside the program this even time. Waiting we don't discuss the return of APC. Now you see the way how the SLPP, the state house, they behave, and say show me party, I will show that it be, but something and they show me daddy and I will show that the picking be. Or something and the way you see the picking. He said the pikin they cause bad cause so and then they said then they lay complaint to the papa. When the papa come back, he said the audio on top. Oh that did it boom boom boom. So he able to know that the pikin be there's everything and back foot see front foot they do now the copy form. So we're not surprised that we see this kind of thing they come from the state house, We all don't see the kind of picture we see. The mommy sit down pan dirty, the parents sit down pan dirty, the uncle sit down pan dirty, the host dirty, the glass them broke, and then still then they celebrate independence. But then we are not surprised because remember I said the last year, Independence Day, where now the first time this in the history of Salon we see apart from war, where president know the day inside in country on a day for independence. So if you go sit down back pan dirty state house, broke state house, we're not surprised at all. You know, so the line don't open. Doc, why should we wait for the call? This is not just bonus. You know, if any call kinds of will stop you right away. You see the video, you see the pictures then from State House on Independence Day, the kind of status of the State House. Now that kind of State House, the last story is you don't have State House, so it's the State House. Now that kind of State House there.
No, but you know we're surprised that we placed there in that state. You know this is don't do. They're always a travel. Any host where you abandon, people there in that state. Normal. They're not ready. You know, now they cause that.
Okay, let's take cause there.
Hello, caller. You name and who side you they call me from?
Good evening, Sembepe. Good evening, Bible. And good evening, the president to be. This is not called for Babadi.
Go ahead, sir. 2 minutes. You're welcome.
Let God help you at this nation. And let God make you to the faith so Lord will succeed on them.
Amen.
Actually, them people that they play with people and mindset thing. I follow up PCSL. In a good talk. You know, let we see what's the happen and let we see how the APC get stand over this. Yesterday I've been referring to something. There are something they with the monarchs alone and I don't know if the APC are aware of this independence or what they happen. I want to ask doctor, say no, if the APC Inc. become a flag bearer, become the next president of this nation. If fully APC they pass laws, anything concerning the national flag, nobody not use them as a party close. This affect this independence a lot because some people that they when he wear that color they will take and say, oh, you know, SLPP. You know what thing again say, you know the country interest I put before. In the thing can say, you know SLPP. This is the most painful thing where some side and they are tired, so they will sit don't talk, or they don't keep coming. It's very painful. Yes, I go out of the track of the topic of the day today, but this thing is very, very painful in this nation. Do at the appeal all APC. When God make them succeed in Canada power, any of both APC and LPP, they not for use the country symbol pan party. Yeah, well, that's in the parliament. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Abadin caller. God bless you, sir. Right. Hello, caller. You name and who side you call you from?
Hello, Sembepe Bible. But I appreciate the call from my yard.
You're welcome, my brother. 2 minutes.
Yes, first of all, I want to tell Dr. Richard Conte, thank you for way the lecture go on well, and also we make himself vulnerable every week for face the nation and face the people of Sierra Leone. We're glad for such leadership, and we encourage them by God being helper. Let the APC see that in the right person we will take the fight or take the victory for APC from 2028. You know, this man don't prove himself over and over again that he able to deliver. Dr. Richard Conte, the only candidate among all of them we don't stand. They make himself vulnerable every week when they can face the public for ask questions. That in itself, it's credible enough for make sure say, okay, no skeleton in closet. They come out, he face the nation, he face the people, and then talk boldly with courage and compassion and competency. You know, the man gets all what it takes. Let APC see him as the right person for the right time. You know, this time around, with the other people out in the unique on the contract them. They don't can sign with the moral guarantors, and when the people then go, they renege on the signature we themselves make. Then they make themselves, then they campaign for the APC every day. I hope we as APCans just will be patient. They will be patient. and then give the right man, when Dr. Richard Conte, for lead way for 2028. God bless you now, God bless Riyadh, and God bless Richard Conte.
God bless
Thank
you
you.
too, my brother. Thank you. Hello, caller. You name Menusa, you call me from. Hello. Hello, caller.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. You're welcome on the show.
This is a cut off from the shopyard.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. The other students, the class they look high for them at all. They don't kick back today. The next president of this nation. Good evening, sir. But now the first question I ask, then say the reconstruction of the or the restructuring of the Excel FOB before December 31st. Already then they say the restructuring for paint the building, they not mean for pull Alpha, Edmond Alpha, and all the other commissioners, and that's who understand. But then saying for paint the building and for 2-3 block na the sidewalk. So then they would wait for the 31st. How then other small other issues then would then put na the recommendations, waiting at the timeline would then for don't implement them. Because the only one who understands it and put timeline for and for the restructuring of the Excel. That's my first question, sir. The second question I want to ask, being from all indication, the president in waiting, you don't set up a team now for the reach out to all the other aspirants them so that when they go to delegate conference, it will be difficult to go just be a one-pot business. Then it will be more of a coronation than instead of the go boku back and forth. Now that's our for AXA. Thank you so much.
Thank you. God bless you, my brother. Hello, caller. You name and style you call me from.
Yeah, Dr. Richard Conte, thank you so much. I come from Virginia. You brought up from Virginia.
You're welcome on the show. 2 minutes.
Yes, I got a question for you, Richard Conte. Richard Conte, we not come to serious business now. When how many delegates total where you get for votes for the flag bearer? If we know the total, how many delegates the way you feel say you already don't get? Let we know so that we shall go help you with forget around. Lots of know that we will talk to we will get around again. So we come to serious business. Number 2, Dr. Richard Conte, if he SFP them, then bad laws already pass so for the people of Salone. I want to kind of power for like I implement them. And we have family at the action that we Dr. Richard Conte they implemented them Lord and day. And I don't blame them for nothing, for blame for say what they implemented. This is SFP law that they try for implement for the way they see if in a good law, go fight for we. It's a Conte, do let me know the total, alone knows how much you don't get, go to for say. And like I say, don't forget my man Jagaba. Thank you so much for your good work.
God bless you, my brother. We go to another call. Right, continue for the program. Share, like, we still have Dr. Richard Conte as now on a time for call and tell we what you think about the program, ask questions to doctor or you give your contribution on the program. The phone line is still open for make you call.
Hello, we had.
Welcome on the show, caller.
All right. And so wait, I want to ask Mr. Richard because I just pick up the phone. How far with them by court the parliament? How far waiting at the results? Hello?
Yes, we get you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we get you.
All right. From there again, I go appeal to Una they hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Hello?
We get you live, caller.
Do ya with the appeal to Una alone pass this message? Sierra Leoneans then what they still right now for passport na salon. The government of Spain ready for give immigrants them documents there. But until now, cool they talk to us so they know will get passport. And without passport, Sierra Leoneans they don't able to get a document now. Please pass on this information. The last time I tried for contact with one big man they back, until now they know he will get a respond with me. And the time is going now. People and they do this registration right now as I speak with you.
Do you want to help pull back? If not for that, well, if this opportunity miss Sierra Leoneans there, then it will be very difficult. So now contribution this.
Thank you, my brother. God bless you. You go again and get another call.
Okay, so I think at this point, we can still go over the caller and say one for and Doc go do other things then quickly. So we can still go over to Doc for and respond to the few calls that don't can say.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, my friend from Aberdeen, he said, "May God help me to succeed." He said the SLPP then they play with the mindset of Sierra Leoneans. He said he concerned about the use of national colors for political purposes, like how the SLPP then do 'em. You know, since now the day in power, during independence, they succeed, but make them make the foundation there for SLPP for be the same Independence Day. And so each time when we get with independence, they celebrate. I think the way we get for do, we get for stop celebrating independence and begin celebrate the Republic Day, when there will be a political party day. Because for as long as they use a political party celebration and they know they make a distinction between party celebration and government celebration, then maybe as a country we need for really revisit this whole issue about those celebrations. We can observe the holiday without having any celebration. Besides, we not even get anything for celebrate. So that money day where they be used for say for celebrate Independence Day, we will do what in Magufuli they do na Uganda. He use the money for go upgrade the national hospital at the capital city. So me feel say instead of we go use money for celebrate Independence Day, we not get nothing for show for that. We will use that money there and go spend on a Connaught or go spend on a it's Christian maternity hospital na Eastern for try to improve upon services for people there. So yes, I agree with you that we not for allow let that happen, and I believe say we will find let we do something about that. Yeah, I'm a good friend from Riyadh. I hope say today you get better network and we allow you for come for lectures, because this voice where this person gets, I don't dey miss am in the lecture room for the past several weeks. I should say in a day inside the day before, because today every week I dey hear your voice, but this for the past 2, 3, 4 weeks I not hear your voice. So I hope say today you don't manage go near Usai, you get a good network. But I also tell it, I also say thank you for coming today. And they say me they make myself vulnerable. It's true. I know it's a big risk, because when you expose yourself to the world like this, and anybody free for call and say anything where you are for saying a big risk, you know, but I dey trust in God and believe say I not get any skeleton and the cupboard for hide, and I dey trust say whatever issues that come up, maybe it will be an opportunity for enlighten the one that way maybe not get all the facts. So yes, I will continue for do this and not go relent and not go afraid. Yes, it demonstrates credibility, it demonstrates leadership, it demonstrates courage, it demonstrates confidence, it demonstrates awareness, knowledge about the issues. And I believe so, that they very helpful. It's true that SLPP they campaign every day for the APC by reneging on agreements. But beyond that, they campaign for we every day by their actions and their inactions. But that's not for make we feel say we have arrived. In fact, it for give we more reason why we for push harder, for give we more reason why we for work harder. And they appeal for make APC see reason why they for elect me as a flag bearer, because they don't demonstrate waiting APC need at this time for win the elections, protect the votes, govern this country, harmonize this country, create opportunities for everybody, and transform this country and make we begin remember Sierra Leone only for the positive things. That make we as unifiers we therefore come up with a hot agenda, an agenda for harmony, an agenda for opportunity, an agenda for transformation. Koto, you are very consistent, you are a very good student. In fact, we don't promote you to lecturer. In fact, you don't be very close now sir, to associate professor. Thank you very much. After na bad student, when they take classes, I agree with you, we got to do something about them. You don't get a few high grades already. I don't know if you not going to fail this year, the exam. The structure in here, you see, if I believe so, when we finally get the implementation tracker, we will see the different timelines for the implementation of the various activities. Some get implemented by May, some by June, some by August, like some of the reforms, the legal reforms. Now, August ending, we feel say therefore don't do all of those legal reforms because it therefore take time, whether it be the legal drafting and take them through the various levels, the parliament representation. The good news is that with partners, they be don't make funds available or even they don't get consultants available for work with parliament for ensure say they have fast track this process. The consultants that they don't come, they don't go, but I hope say they're going to come back for can try for move it forward because the partners they don't express a readiness for support this process and they call on all the parties for ensure its full implementation. We have if I don't set up a team for reach out to the colleagues. Well, they're an ongoing process, yes. I get a team where a leadership team where they work on that. And BSSF, they reach out to my colleagues and they engage them for them to see how we can work together. This is a friend from Virginia. He say how many delegates we just forget at the convention. Now my understanding, based upon the figures of last year, that we did get last year about 1,800 delegates in all. So I believe the total number of delegates this time again would be within the range of 1,800 to 2,000 delegates. And for make you win on the first ballot, you will need a little over 1,000 delegates. We don't get delegates to it. Now only maybe some councillors, especially from the southeast, almost all the councillors in the southeast now automatic delegates. The members of parliament are already automatic delegates. So if you know any MP, you know any councillor at the southeast, begin to talk to her for me. And for most of the councils, now only five councillors therefore come from there. So if you know any councillor, talk to her for me. And then on the 16th of May, if it did not change, we will get the constituency elections. Then they will start to do the real election of delegates for the convention. So then we elect them, then we numbers will go on. So any current executive member we sabi, we will talk to for me, they are talk to them, let me understand what's in their stake and why we need to work together for ensure victory for the party and then we will redeem this country from the shackles of the SLPP. So we want to make we implement the laws. Yeah, I think say if you be listening to me, I don't say you say
Okay, still the watch the program, of course. We are on YouTube and on Facebook. Doctor, we not hear you. Doctor, your contest still with me inside the program. And of course, the time for a sponsor on a call stem way be don't come inside the program this evening. So once you do that, we leave. Once you do that, we take we leave. By the way, I ask you this short question for Dr. K inside. Quick one. 2028 election. How you see him? I get for Talek. You get for being really transparent. Kone, we did one of say Kone. Edmond Alpha, when we don't inside the game, when I get the game, you sure say going for Shire inside the business?
In terms of transparency, 2028 election, in my opinion,
Okay, we
and
can't
the big
take
no
back,
with
by the way. Hold on, we come back. Yes. No Shire too much.
Yeah. It's one make I implement for this laws. Yes, we will implement them, but the one that way simply not implementable when they're in the best interest of the country, we will try to change them. Because media of the view that laws are national instruments. We will not for use them for political gain because they born good people. SLPP not the land. They don't do them, they don't come back for hunt them. But then still they continue to do the wrong things. We'll not go down the gutter with them. We'll not go allow that. We go stay above board and we will show them true leadership and we will allow the rule of law to obtain and defeat the crimes. This my good friend, they still bring up the issue of Jagaban. I don't tell you say Jagaban I'm a friend, if they don't say small then or sit down for talk. But I believe say you they in talk with Jagaban, tell Jagaban make the see reason why it will come, no work together. No work together for a better Sierra Leone. I believe say Jagaban gets a lot for offer Sierra Leone. Now businessman, a very successful businessman, according to which they are. And I believe say the private sector now the engine for economic growth and prosperity. And I believe say the local content law we a champion as Mr. Local Content, the day for ensure say the indigenous private sector operators then get some advantage in the private sector and to make it blows up. And so a lot of ways then there where we can leverage on the expertise of Jagaban. So I think say you finally talk to them. I know say they Kenema now, they go married for a chairman. And I know say from there you get for go now Pujahu on the 4th, on the 5th, you get for the Pujahu. But I hope say in the series why for slow down now small, let us sit down, now begin see how we can work together for a better scenario. I'm ready for work with them because I know say we get something for offer. The man from Spain, when the boycott is over, is suspended and our people are going back to work. The party don't give us a directive. And this issue about the passport, sorry for all the Boku money where they give to themselves for their passport here, they still not will make their passport here. But I hope say, since I know say plenty big man and SLPP, then they listen to this program, I want for appeal. So now we try to pay people their passports there. If they don't pay for their passport here, it don't take months to get that. Now they are shame now. Now do it for the people. Now not taking their money, they don't get their passports again. On not deprive the brothers that are staying when they don't get this program for make them regularized and stay in those countries. Let that be the government's real contribution for help the brothers and sisters out there. And I hope say if we do them, it will fine for we all. I want to tell you all plenty thank you. And if I can rub much for that one way you talk about Edmond Alpha, I want to make everyone must say TCSL, then Jackson under the leadership, they not go repeat what they do against APC in 2023. Thank you very much.
All right, Dr. Richard Conte. Thank you very much. We turn by way. The rep of the class.
You asked me a question, right? We don't know how
to make the dog go first. Make the dog go
now and go as students at the other university.
Yes. Doc, take care, sir. Good night. Thank you very much.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Good night.
All right, sir.
Okay, so by the way, quick one. Yes, I ask you a question. Yes, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. So as I say, in a more serious note,
Mm-hmm.
in my opinion, the word credible election 2028 under the leadership of Edmund Alpha, the game changer, the man we know the game, as he don't tell we, the man we don't promise Sierra Leoneans. This is not all about APC, but Sierra Leoneans say nothing not get for change from the 2023 election. If no more, like how APC they talk so, they're able for do that go help situation. But how APC they prepare for open the eyes them on Edmund Alpha. Now so Edmund Alpha they pan more game changing style right now for the APC. So for me it's a big no. It takes a lot of work to both APC and Sierra Leoneans for make we able know the good outcome of the 2028 elections under the BO government. And don't forget, say, all of this way that they do, we they talk them now, we ask questions, the APC they answer we, but not a big concern to we all. All this way that they do, train them, guys them, more them feel say they're loyal. My brother, just as I asked the question, the time where them guys are not be get a huge number. Now the police and the military, we see waiting happen. How they organize and talks them. How they talks them come and give testimony to we all. We are waiting to say a time where they lose or they lost one of them, the talk member that party office where the party people have not take them serious early. He come and tell we say he feel regret for them whether they sent for where secure the mission them lost one of the dogs them. The party not take them serious. Mm-hmm. Then tell me that one day. So the good part of this whole thing, the dogs then come and admit to what it all happened. Prince Adin, the former chairman, he come and endorse and make them clear to we all. He alone as Prince Adin be they pay 30 or more than 30 talks them 1 million that time. Me and you CMBP don't play videos them now where young man hold a bundle of money. If they go and pay the palm tree boys, if they call them by section, where means say even that 30 where Prince Adin him be they pay now a cross section of the talks them. So must know how many talks them where them guys have been get. Must know the number of talks them where them been get. And make Sierra Leoneans don't also forget, say, we have don't play on our videos them na David Shenge and other Kamajo elders them or leaders them, be the assembled group of young men that are different towns them, especially the towns them, where they can always pronouncing at the stronghold, where most of the towns they fall na the Mendy line. Say, therefore reform the Kamajos again. And information only come from military people where some of we sabi. We always tell una say, even the state house where Mother Beauty work, we get party them day. You get a lot of military man and I don't say military man, people where they wear military uniform, they are not trained soldiers. You get people where they wear OSD uniform. They are not trained police. But then give them their uniform there because they trust them, then draw them near them as bodyguard. And now, the bill don't enter the parliament. For country, the one they wait and see, now them bobo them, we're loyal to them. All these things now a foundation, preparation for 2028. Same Pierre. Until 2028 election pass, I see how we people and they survive before me by me at school. But Usai Asidonaya, no amount of confidence, no day we go put me at down to that level. We pray, and we will continue for talk. And we pray the opposition step up their game more than the promises they would have been given 2023 with a fail. We pray, forget a flag bearer will not ever near the behavior, the attitude of Samuel Kamara. We cause a lot of problem today. I don't care how somebody take me. I don't care how he call me. I don't care how he tag me. Because if Samuel be man enough, nobody, not the way no say, APC win election. But it takes a man for attack power. It takes a man for let you compete man, not take power that you earn. All of this we don't see. Waiting will make we get confidence. Until we see it can pass, it happen. How the people them expect them or how the people them go vote for me happen. Before some of we get confidence. But until then, we still pray and we continue for talk. We continue for the chook, the loopholes them, where they hide the things them, for make we bring more awareness to the people of Mama Salon and the opposition when at the APC.
All right, so yeah, we'll the wait, we'll hope. We'll want to see what's in the happen because they kind arrogance, they kind dirty and smell, you know, they kind killing unnecessarily, they kind human rights abusing thing there, man. Me say tire, man. And the people they not get any sign of remorse. Every day then they become rude and they cack by themselves every time they make. But me, I can always talk something. If you say get strength, can I for touch yourself? Therefore, okay. You big titty and half back, and they touch you. See, don't no more wait. David and Goliath, slow see what in the happen. You can get all what you take, but when the people in power reach, nothing is stop. Would that be in power for rich Gaddafi? Although the help now so no more the world deal, one person get for catching company back. We don't know side the help they come one day. And where they talk about the help, to the way they can say, they can't set for now. But that one that go strike a deal and say, let we get this thing done. And let we just work on this and make this thing happen. But I forget, yeah, as we talk, so Mother Bill get different people they work with. Chinese, Israeli, them, different people they work with. Ambulu na kushe na ado. This now we had. Minimum Sembe pay the freedom fighter. If that be the case, by God in power, one for soon and morning. And one for say this today, you know, another day, you know, we safe, you know, not easy at times. Not easy, but God will be strong and go on. Until then, one for so love and also very much. Please get yourself a wonderful, wonderful night. And see you again by God in power in the morning inside the program where we call Yes. And if that be the case, now mix so and big fool later.
April 27, I welcome you once again. Today I turn 65 and I'm officially a senior citizen. My children are getting ready to celebrate me, but they carry mixed emotions like the symbol of a theater. Should they be happy or should they be sad? Should they cry or should they smile? Ambivalent and confused, stuck at the intersection of less jubilance, but deep down inside painfully they profuse. So should they laugh or play? While some sit down inside host they eat good breakfast, where majority they outside they roam the streets for the daily bread they pray. So make we start here. I had to operate on empty stomach and it's even harder to excel with an empty brain. Reality, the average Solomon don't turn Juman, but you can't expect me to be honest when my entire life I've been in survival mode. At 6 years old I lost my parents by the Civil War carnage. At 11 years old I began sell grenades, so I checked my composition booking page. So now you see why at 30 years old always at this ground cause I harbor so much rage. Pass I take bribe or I beg for feed me family cause it's impossible for survive by my salary where they below minimum wage. So today I get mixed emotion. I want gladdy like lights don't come. But then again I ask myself why for gladdy for lights when I team we put on long term. Somewhere down the line the ball was fumbled. Once a civilized culture with innovative minds, but somehow we allow the walls of the Athens of West Africa to crumble. We just they fail by economics. Now all we do is promote economics. Plenty of greedy citizens themselves can mix money havoc. You want to see proof? Look how we can display by we self na TikTok. Man, today for me back there once make me picking and sing and dance and turn the ball. But then I reflect, what benefits do I receive as a senior citizen? citizen. 65 years ago I gained independence. Independence means freedom, but the question remains, am I truly free? When we begin and not forget the left from the right, when from the head to the foot, government to citizen, all they do is fight. Paddy, we all get to work for the way for right, make we call them white. Let he without sin cast the first stone, and let's see who's righteous enough to sit on that throne. I'm not defending, no, I'm not blaming. I'm just saying that today Mama Salon turned 65 and it's about time that we show her some loving.
It takes every single one of our hearts, brother, it takes your hand and my hand coming together.